For a long time now, I've been watching as certain Xbox fanboys have struggled tirelessly defending the indefensible, making excuse after excuse for the lack of first-party games on the system. They wasted so much time and effort, just like a Christian defending stories about demons being cast out into pigs, or Muslims claiming that Muhammad descended to heaven on a winged horse. And like those religious zealots, they failed to realise what the rest of us had already worked out, that there are often good arguments to be made in support of your position once you cast off the chains of mindless zealotry. I'm not going to defend religion here, other than to say that the religion is good at fostering a sense of community, both for good and ill. But I'm going to offer some defence for the Xbox. As I say, if you stop defending the indefensible, you can actually find some things that are worth defending. Yeah, the Xbox has struggled with first party this generation, and yes, Sony's lineup has been better, at least in the last 3 years or so. But the investment Xbox has made in first party can't be dismissed out of hand. We need to see what that investment delivers, but it doesn't suggest Microsoft are becoming complacent, quite the opposite. They've also invested in infrastructure, backwards compatibility, an excellent subscription service in Game Pass, and cloud gaming, which is likely to be integrated into Game Pass if the rumours are to be believed. And look, while we're at it, if we're being honest, if you want to play third-party games on a system, the system to get currently is the Xbox One X, because it will give you the best experience on third-party games. This isn't speculation, it's fact. So why are some Xbox fanboys becoming jaded and leaving the fold? Why in some cases are they becoming Sony zealots, despite Sony having some issues of its own? Well, some of it obviously is valid. Microsoft and Xbox have been moving towards subscription services and games as service as well. And the truth is, not many gamers, those with brains and an understanding of gaming history at least, like where this is heading. I certainly don't. Sony seemingly are the holdout here, offering games that in many cases look much more like traditional games that you buy, play, complete, then wait and play some DLC a few months later. If you are a gamer who grew up playing these kinds of games, of course you're going to be suspicious of many of the loot box infested shells of games that are appearing more and more from AAA games developers and publishers. And Xbox haven't helped their cause either, with claims of the best lineup in Xbox history and other baseless exaggerations. But we do have to disentangle the hype from the reality, and fanboys have always had a problem with that. They believed the best lineup in Xbox history nonsense. They probably even believed the hype about the cloud making Xbox more powerful than the PS4 and the crap about Kinect. Just as Sony fanboys believed the nonsense about the emotion engine and were wowed by the claims that the PS5 will be 8K capable. And Microsoft have made those kind of claims as well about the next Xbox. So they're all at it. But that's the core of the issue, isn't it? Fanboys don't approach these things with a healthy dose of scepticism. They're the ones whooping and hollering at the front of E3 presentations, lapping up marketing speak and hype like it's gospel. We all saw the videos about the cloud back in 2013 put out by people who were merely regurgitating the marketing speak put out by Microsoft's hype machine. It made me laugh. And I argued with Nintendo fanboys who tried to claim that 32 gig of storage on the Switch was perfectly adequate. Hint, it wasn't and isn't. And I told a guy trying to sell me on the emotion engine back in the day that he was talking bollocks. Fanboys, like many religious zealots, believe all the tall stories, the half-truths and the outright demonstrable lies, right up until they don't. But what the hell do they do then? Well, when you're prone to believing crap, it's not something you can shake off overnight. Religious people often jump ship to another religion, not realising that they've exchanged one set of emperor's new clothes for another. Some newly out atheists even think they found a panacea when in fact all they found is that they no longer need to believe in fairy tales. With gamers it's no different. The Xbox fanboys I'm speaking about have lost faith. They've been let down too many times by their plastic god, and so they've jumped ship. Their natures haven't changed though, so instead of trying to find balance, they have merely pinned their flag to another mast. Where once Xbox could do no wrong, now it's Sony who are beyond reproach, and woe betide anyone who suggests otherwise. It's odd to experience this in the games arena, but it isn't surprising. I've seen gamers try to defend the indefensible so many times that I'm beyond being surprised by anything. But to watch people U-turn so hard that they almost break their necks is amusing. I just wonder what will happen if Sony drop the ball with the next generation of consoles. Will these people about face again? Will they say they knew all along that this would happen? Who knows, and, well, frankly, who cares? As with religion, it's much easier to embrace one set of ideas fully instead of approaching with an open mind and a healthy dose of skepticism. And of course, you're going to get more views if you adhere to one party line or another. And if you switch from one group to another and you make it convincing enough, you're going to get new people coming on board and praising you for seeing the light. Because that's how it works with zealots. We really shouldn't be taken in by it though. None of these companies are our friends. They're in it to make money, grow bigger, and generate revenue for their shareholders. The shareholders who are their real customers. The really important ones in all this. If they make good products, then great, but don't expect it. And don't be disappointed when they don't make good products. It's just business. And if fanboys would only realise that, they'd cast off the shackles of idiocy and provide much more balanced arguments. They'd also spend less time jumping through hoops trying to justify themselves, but perhaps that would be a little less entertaining. But anyway, that's what I think about this. I watch fanboys with interest, and I do wonder why we often, and I'm including myself in this, get sucked into it. And we watch these people who put up these thumbnails with great news from Microsoft, or the best news from Sony, or Nintendo about to blow everything out of the water with their latest greatest game, or whatever it might be. Whoever it might be, whatever company it is, and whoever's saying it, you can bet your bottom dollar it's bullshit. Nobody is offering things that are way beyond what everybody else is offering. That's the truth of it. There are limits to hardware, there's limits to software. And fanboys? Well, it seems that there's limits to their intellects. Sorry to say it. If I'm being honest, I used to be a fanboy once, so I'm not having too much of a go at them here. I used to be one of them. I used to think that consoles were a complete and utter waste of time, and the only real place to play games was on PC. And if you didn't, you weren't a proper gamer. I was an idiot. So let's not be too hard on these guys. They need to grow up, basically, and learn that things aren't black and white. Often, they're grey. But anyway, that's my view. I just wanted to get this one off my chest and have a bit of a rant. So thanks if you indulged me this far. I am finally done, and I'm going to go and grab myself a cup of tea. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Give me a thumbs down if you don't. But come in the comments and talk to me, whatever, and we can have a chat about this. You may agree with me, you may not, and that's fine. Right, I'm gone. I'll speak to you in the next one. Bye.